Hi folks, welcome to Software Testing Hacks. In this video, let's talk about exploratory testing. So it is one of the important testing when you know the application but you don't know what exactly you need to do in case if you want to upgrade the system. So certain times we may have to perform the exploratory testing. So let's see further what is the exploratory testing and when do we perform it. Exploratory testing is an informal, dynamic approach to software testing where testers actively explore the application without predefined test case or scripts. So it is an informal testing, basically. You do not have any set of test cases to execute. You by yourself will start putting down the values and then explore the application. So that is where it is called as exploratory testing. It is an informal testing and there won't be any predefined test cases. The key idea behind exploratory testing is simultaneously learning test design or test case design execution, allowing testers to adapt and create new tests on the fly based on their findings. Okay, suppose you are you know basic idea of the application, but certain part of the application you are still don't have awareness about. So at that time, what you can do is you can just perform this exploratory testing and figure out what is the application about, and then you can completely test it one round and start writing the test cases based on your finding. So there are some of the key characteristics of this exploratory testing. First is simultaneous test design and execution. As this is not a scripted testing, okay, whereas test cases are designed beforehand. Exploratory testing involves designing tests in real time as the tester interacts with the software. Whenever you start exploring the application, you will write down the scenarios. For example, you have been given a banking application. First, what you will do is you will first log in to the application. So that is the first step. You can write it down and then you will start exploring the other parts. What are the other features are there? Let's say there is transfers, there is payment, and then there are further other step. You can pay your bills. Okay, and then there are certain other view statements, other steps are there. So you can write down all the things, whatever you figured out. Okay. Experience based. Testers rely on their experience, intuition, and understanding of the application to identify areas of potential failure. This type of testing is especially useful when testers are familiar with the domain or system behavior. Okay, certain times the experience based. So here what happens is based on your experience, you will start putting down certain scenarios and then you will identify if there could be any potential failure. Okay. So for example, you think that there are in an application, let's say, um, let's talk about some banking application itself. Otherwise, you can take an example of phone pay or you know Google Pay. Okay, right now they have a lot of features, but when they want to introduce new feature, what they'll do is first they will understand if any improvement that can be done to the existing system. For that, they will explore the application and figure out what are the other things that can be done. Previously, you have noticed in WhatsApp there was no story option was not there. Okay. First they understood and then they first designed the story part. Okay. Right now they have a lot of other options as well. Before that they have to explore something, exploring the existing things and then understanding certain things and then implementing the new feature, which is very much important. So that is where exploratory testing plays an important role. Unscripted and flexible. There are no formal test scripts to follow, which allows testers to follow their curiosity and change the direction of testing process based on what they observe in the application. Okay. and it is completely flexible. Okay, so there won't be any tests, you know that, right? So here, based on the curiosity based on the curiosity, you will test the application to find out what other things, what new things you can find out, what new things you can figure out. Okay, it is completely based on the curiosity. Focus on discovery. Exploratory testing emphasizes discovering defects, usability issues, or unexpected behavior that might not have covered by traditional scripted testing. So when software needs to be upgraded, they have to think of certain different angles and then implement it, whether that is useful or not. Okay, all such things, because sometimes making a little more improvement will help the application to generate more revenue. In such cases, what they will do is they will understand from the user perspective. So at that time, exploratory testing is done and it is needed, so that from the market or from the user perspective, what else the application could have been made even more better. So they completely focus on discovering the new things here. Learning oriented. As testers explore the application, they continuously learn about the behavior, design, and functionality. This evolving understanding helps testers to adapt their approach and focus on critical areas. Okay, so basically, it is like based on your learnings, you will figure out something, you will find out something. So, all these are the part of the exploratory testing. So, let's see rapid feedback. Since testers are free to explore, they can quickly provide feedback on the system behavior, making it good fit for early stage testing or environments where requirement is unclear. So here we don't have any particular requirement. So this is where it is important, right? So here we have to figure out what things we have to discover, what things we can perform. So all the different types we can put in to the application and figure out what we can make it better. So that is the only intention of performing exploratory testing. Okay, so you will also get the rapid feedback. Okay, so when to use exploratory testing? So let's see when you will perform this testing. Unclear or evolving requirements. When formal test cases are difficult to define because requirements are incomplete or changing. Okay, certain times it is not only required when we are supposed to do some new updates, it is required whenever you want to find out the existing bugs in the system. Okay, certain differs from cases to cases. If it is kind of an improvement, basically, I could say is improvement from what it is already been there and what you're going to change, basically. So there won't be any steps. You perform this, nothing will be there. So here it will be unclear. You don't have even idea. So you just will start performing and then find it out. Okay. Complex system. For complex system with many possible user interaction or configurations where scripted testing may not cover all potential issues. Okay, so certain times, with the help of the test cases we have written, we might not be able to figure out or find out the issues that exist in the system. At that time, it is good to perform exploratory testing. Okay, short time frames. When there is limited time for testing and quick, effective assessment is needed, because with the help of exploratory testing we will get immediate feedback. Okay, at that time you can explore the system and then understand the system better if any improvements is needed. Okay, creative testing complement other testing approaches. It helps uncover edge cases or unusual bugs that may not be covered by automated tests or pre-written test cases. Okay, so it will help us to figure out some of the edge cases, corner cases, okay, which is not a normal bug, which is complicated. If you see some of the complicated systems, even after testing it, there are chances of the bugs may be missed. Okay, it has been told that 100% bug free system is not there, which means that we cannot provide 100% bug free system. We can assure 99%. Okay. There are chances of 1% issue could be there. Okay. At that time, you can perform such testing and then put out different ways of scenarios by your thinking. With the experience, it will come, okay? And you will explore and then uncover certain issues, or if you want to implement certain new features, exploratory testing is better suited. Okay. Hopefully, you have got what is exploratory testing and what are the features of it, and then when to use this exploratory testing. If you have liked this video, please do like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.